Media is payment of price, or it may be agreed that the delivery payment of both are made up of many installments. It may be agreed that the delivery payment of both are to be made at some future date. Subject matter of contract of sale: existing goods or future goods. Existing goods or future goods. Subject matter of the contract of sale is that is a matter of contract of sale: existing or future goods. The goods which are performed from the subject matter of contract of sale may be either existing goods or that acquired on or possession by the seller or future goods. There may be a contract of sale, the acquisition of which by the seller depends on a contingency which may be not happen. There may be a contract of sale where the seller purports to effect a present sale of future goods, which contract operates as an agreement to sell the goods. Goods perishing before making the contract. Section 7. Where there is a contract for the sale of specific goods, the goods, the contract is void. If the goods without the knowledge of the seller, everything coming by the contract is made perished or become so damaged and they no longer to answer to the restrictions given in the contract given in the contract. Goods perishing before sale but after agreement to sell. Section 8. Where there is an agreement to sell a specific good and particular goods without any fault on the part of the seller, or perished or buyer become perished or sold or become sold no longer to the answer to their descriptions. Damage or no longer part of the description and agreement before the risk passes to the buyer, the agreement is thereby avoided or become void. Perishing of future goods. In the future, goods are specific. The destruction of such goods will amount of supervening impossibility and the contract shall become void. Ascertainment of price. Price means the money consideration for the sales of goods. Section 2. By virtue of the section 9, the payment in the contract of sale may be fixed by the contract or agreed to fixed in a manner provided by the contract, example by value or determined by the course of dealing between the parties. The agreement to sell at valuation. Section 10 provides for the determination of price of third party. Where there is an agreement to sell, the terms that the price has to be fixed by the third party and has either does not or cannot make such valuation, the agreement will be void. In the case the third party is prevented by default by either from party from fixing the price, the party at fault will be liable to the damage to the other party who is not at default. However, buyer who has received an appropriate the goods must pay at a reasonable price for them. Where there is an agreement to sell on the terms that the price has to be fixed by the third party and either does not or cannot make such valuation, the agreement will be void. In the case the third party has prevented by default of either party from fixing in the price, the party at fault will be liable to the level noted for. However, a buyer who has received an appropriate good must pay a reasonable price for them in any eventuality. जो भी जो ना पता था मेरा कर कुछ ऐसा करना तो भी हो जाए जहाँ आशाएं मेरे दिल की मंजिलों में नहीं अब हर मुश्किल मेरी आसान आसान आशाएं. My teacher sings best in the world. भाई कौन है बुक्स ऑफ अल्लाह? व्हाट आर वी डूइंग ब्रो? आई एम डूइंग स्टडी ब्रो फॉर सीए. What about you? What are what for you prepare? हाँ ब्रो, आई थिंक मेरे को ना इसका ट्रांसलेशन चेंज करना पड़ेगा. ये इंग्लिश में आ रहा है, हिंदी में तुम लोग लिखते हो. सेटिंग, आई थिंक मेरे को लग गया 9. ये बंद करना पड़ेगा. अब लिखो भाई, अब दिखेगा मेरे को. उर्दू में मत लिखना भाई, उर्दू में नहीं दिखेगा मेरे को. दैट वॉज द ट्रू बट आई कैन आंसर इफ आई सी. भाई तुम्हारा पहला था व्हाट आर वी डूइंग, तो मैं भाई सीए कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है. और भाई सेकंड वाले का पता नहीं भाई, मैं पढ़ नहीं पा रहा हूँ क्या लिखा है उसमें. शायद उर्दू में लिखा है, क्या लिखा है आई डोंट थिंक सो. आई कैंट रीड, आई कांट रीड. Can if you are here or watching me, then you will type it again. Then I will ask, I will give your answer of question. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल व्हाट आर वी डूइंग नहीं होता है ब्रो, जो भी है आप व्हाट आर यू डूइंग होता है ब्रो, ठीक है. बट कोई नहीं, चैनल पे नहीं तो लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें फॉर, and otherwise you will skip it as your wish. Oh, many members have skipped it, but don't worry, it is a phase of life that someone comes in life and goes out. It is a phase everyone have to face. You can't say to stand with you and anything. If someone wants to change, they will stand with you. If they thinks that he or she wasting her time, so they don't have to watch the Instagram or YouTube's like my videos for wasting her time. They can skip. Or if you want to progress or anything that could be motivate you, so you can subscribe or like at all. At least like, not subscribe being mean, at least you giving a like as your wish. And bro, अब मैं शायद नहीं कर पाऊँगा. क्या लिखा है भाई? भाई अब मैं कमेंट नहीं पढ़ूँगा भाई. भाई इसमें ज़्यादा टाइम लगता है, मेरे को ये ख़त्म करना है, उसके बाद कमेंट पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है. देखो इतने पन्ने हैं, इतने पन्ने ख़त्म करने के बाद अब कमेंट पढ़ने आऊँगा, ठीक है. तो जो भी है कमेंट मैं तभी पढ़ूँगा जब ये 3 4 5 6 जितने भी पन्ने ख़त्म हो जाए. देखो ये 1 यूनिट ख़त्म हो जाएगा, उसके बाद ही कमेंट पढ़ने आऊँगा. तो जो भी देख रहे हैं वो कमेंट बाद में करना, या तो कर दो, मैं बाद में पढ़ दूँगा. Stipulation as to the time, as regarded for the time of the payment of price, unless a different intentions appear from the terms of the contract. Stipulation as regards this is not deemed to be the essence of the contract of sale, but the delivery goods must be made without the delay. Made without delay, whether or not such stipulations of the essence of the contract depends on the terms agreed upon. Price of the goods may be fixed by the contract or may be agreed to be fixed later on the specific manner. Stipulation as to the time of delivery as usual essence of the contract. Introduction conditions as and warranty. At the time of the selling the goods, the seller usually makes certain statement of representations with a view to introduce the intending buyer to purchase the goods. Such representations are generally about the nature and the quality of the goods and about their fitness for the purpose for buyer purpose. When these statements or representation do not form a part of the contract of sale, they are not relevant and have no legal effects on the contract. But when these forms a part of the contract of sale, the buyer relies upon them, they are relevant and have legal effects of them. No, at least one are watching, then he will like. वो जो भी देख रहा है वो लाइक कर सकता है अगर मन हो भाई तो बात नहीं, आपने स्किप कर दिया. Condition and warranty. Stipulation in a contract of sales with reference to the goods which are subject thereof will be condition of warranty. A conditional is a stipulation scheduled to the main cost of the contract, the breach of which gives rise to right to treat the contract as repudiated. A warranty is a stipulation collateral to the main cost of the contract, the breach of which gives rise to the claim for damage, but not right to because the contract, the breach gives rise to the claim for a damage, but not right to reject the contract goods and treat the contract as repudiated. Whether the stipulation is a contract sale is the conditions of warranty. In each case, the constructions of a contract stipulation may be a condition through called a warranty in a contract. Let assume Ram buys a new Maruti car from showroom and car is guaranteed against the manufacturing defect under more normal use of period from 1 year from the date of original purchase, and in the event of next any manufacturing defect there is a warranty for the replacement of defective part if it cannot be properly repaired. After 6 months, Ram finds that the horn of the car is not working. In this case, he cannot amend the contract. The manufacturer can either get repaired or replace it with a new horn. Ram gets a right of claim damage if any suffered by him, not the right of repudiation. अरे लाइक कर दे भाई, जो भी देख रहा है या तो सब्सक्राइब और लाइक दोनों दबा दे, ठीक है। और अब तू भी मेरे साथ बैठ जा पढ़ने। बात साफ सीधी, मेरी वीडियो वहाँ चला दे, खोल के रख दे, नहीं पढ़ रहा तू भी पढ़, देखते हैं कौन पहले उठता है, जो उठा वो किए। Point out difference. Condition warranty. Condition is stipulation essential to the main purpose of the contract. And the warranty is the stipulation collected to the main purpose of the contract. The early party can repudiate the contract or claim damage or both in the case of the breach of condition. उठ गया। Breach of condition may be treated as a breach of warranty. Breach of condition warranty cannot be treated. Condition is a stipulation to the main purpose of the contract. Main purpose. Condition stipulation is essential to the main purpose of the contract. Warranty is essential. Warranty is a stipulation. Warranty is a stipulation corridor to the main purpose of the contract. Every party can repudiate the contract or claim damage, both in the case of breach of condition. Every party can claim damage only in the case of breach of warranty. A breach of condition may be treated as a breach of warranty. A breach of warranty cannot be treated as a breach of condition. When condition is treated to be as warranty. Section 13. Condition. Section 13 specifies where a breach of condition is treated as a breach of warranty, as a result of which the buyer loses his right to rescind the contract. Quality is below. I will Condition is to terminate the contract or sale unless there is an यहाँ नहीं था मैं यहाँ था when condition is to be details of warranty section 13 specifies when there is a breach of contract breach of condition to be treated as a breach of warranty as a result of which the buyer loses the right to sell the contract and claim damage on it. In the following case, the contract is not avoided even on account of breach of condition, where the buyer altogether waive the performance of the condition. A party may his own left waive a stipulation. It should be voluntary waiver by the buyer. Voluntary waiver by buyer. Voluntary waiver by buyer. Waived by buyer. Where the buyer elect to treat the breach of condition as a breach of warranty. Breach of condition as a one of warranty. That it is say he may claim only damage instead of repudiating the contract. Here the buyer has waived the conditions but decided to be treated as warranty. He agrees to supply 10 bags of first qualitative sugar 625 per bag. Supply second qualitative sugar 600 per bag. There is a breach of condition and the buyer can reject the goods. But if buyer hurry down may treat it a breach. Where the contract is non-solvable and the buyer accepts either the whole goods or any part thereof. For example, if basmati rice and lower quality rice mixed together, the contract becomes non-solvable. Where the fulfillment of any conditions or warranty excused by law by reason of impossibility of or otherwise. Voluntary waiver. Voluntary waiver. Where performance of the contract necessitates the condition as warranty. Compulsory waiver. Non-solvability of contract. Fulfillment of a condition excused by law. Express and implied conditions are warranty and warranty. Condition and warranty. Condition and warranty may be either expressed or implied. They are expressed when the terms of the contract expressly stated that. They are implied when not being expressly provided for. Implied conditions are incorporated by law in the contract of sale. Contract of sale. Condition and warranty may be either expressed or implied. They are expressed when terms of the contract expressly stated them. When they are implied or when not being expressly provide for. Implied condition are incorporated by law in the contract of 5 बज गया तो अभी तो 4 बजा था 5 बज गया 6 7 Express condition are those which are agreed upon between the parties at the time of the contract as specifically provided in the contract. Implied condition on the other hand are those which are presumed by law to be presented in the contract. It should be noted that the implied condition will be negotiated or waived by an express